10 personal questions with Holly McKhann. Prepare to find out some things you might not know about her. Holly, number 1, how many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids of my own, currently ages 22 to 30, 1 girl and 3 boys. But also, something you may not know about me is I used to be a foster mom too. When I had just 1 child, I fostered 3 different kids from ages 2 to 5, and it was really fun. I just loved helping those kids.
When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was much younger, like 5, 6-ish, I wanted to be a ballerina. But then probably about age 11, 12, I thought I wanted to be a corporate lawyer, which I did not ever become, but that was it.
What did you study in college?
I studied accounting in college as a plan for pre-law, but I went through college really fast in only 3 years with some AP credits, and I was kind of burnt out on studying so hard. So I said no to law school at that time and became a CPA and worked as a CPA 5 years after college before I had kids and stayed home with them.
How old were you when you met your husband?
I was 22, almost 23 when I met my husband.
What was your first date story?
Well, I actually called Scott to ask him out after I had met him at a beach party, and he said he was going to ask me out and call me, but we'll never know. And we were married pretty soon after that. It was only 12 weeks, but we've been married 33 years, and it worked out really well.
How did you know he was the one?
I was drawn to his heart. I just kept saying that even to my friends, like, oh, you're getting married so fast. But he had such a good, pure heart and was so kind and loving. And neither of us played the games or pretended that we were people that we weren't. And there was no surprises after we got married. We were just very open and honest and upfront, and it has worked out well.
What's your favorite place you've traveled to?
I'm gonna say the Caribbean. I like many Caribbean islands. If I can float around in warm ocean water, that's one of my favorite things to do on vacation.
What's one of your favorite podcasts or influential people?
I do love podcasts and personal development. So I love Jody Moore's Better Than Happy podcast with life coaching, which love to learn about the human brain and how we can make it better and work with it. And I like Andrew Huberman's podcast. And I also love the Bigger Pockets podcasts all about real estate investing.
What's your top love language?
Well, in case you don't know, the 5 love languages are acts of service, quality time, physical touch, gifts, and words of affirmation. Mine is acts of service. I love it when the people in my house clean up after themselves or even clean up after me. It makes me feel loved and cared about.
Is there a specific favorite act of service your husband does for you?
Yes, he likes to make celery juice for me, or at least he pretends he does, because I like having celery juice, but I hate having to clean the juicer, so he does that for me frequently, and I appreciate it.
If you could tell yourself from 20 years ago one piece of advice or wisdom, what would it be?
Well, I love that expression that was popular maybe a decade or more ago when they would say, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. I would tell myself that for the future and the past, to not ever get too hung up or worried or stressed out about anything, because a lot of things don't matter that much in the grand scheme of things, and it's probably not worth getting stressed out or making yourself sick over it.
One wildcard question for you. What's something about you that most people don't know?
One thing that's kind of interesting and different is I interviewed for an internship with the CIA when I was in college in an accounting type fashion. I wasn't signing up to be a spy or anything, so I thought, but I did not get the job, which is okay, but something kind of fun and different. I did fly to Washington, D.C. and have several days of lie detector tests and lab tests and personality tests and all kinds of crazy things. So, yeah.
Thanks so much for sharing, Holly.
Thanks for watching, guys.